Welcome dear students to another class of English Standard 9. Today we'll start the poem The Lake Isle of Innisfree. The title Isle means island, and Innisfree is an island of Ireland. Ireland is near England. Here we will see it's a nature poem, and we will also see over here that how the poet wants to stay near nature and not face this, the basic cities and towns full of noise and away from nature and materialistic things. He wants to move away from that. So this well-known poem explores the poet's longing for the peace and tranquility of Innisfree. So Innisfree is one of the place where in this island he wants to go from this where he's staying. It's because he had stayed in the during the earlier or the days of his childhood, a place where he spent a lot of his time as a boy. This poem is a lyric means musical. So lyrical poem it is, and as I told you, it's a nature poem, and we'll see. First we'll go the reading of the poem. I will arise and go now and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin built there of clay and wattles made. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honeybee, and live alone in the bee loud glade. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the vales of the morning to where the cricket sings. There midnights all glimmer, and noon a purple glow, and evenings full of linnet's wings. I will arise and go now, for always night and day I hear the lake water lapping with low sounds of the shore, while I stand on the roadway or on the pavement's grey. I hear it in the deep heart's core. Here, the poem bifurcated into 3 stanzas. The first stanza we'll take now. So I will arise and go now. He wants to go away from the place where he's living and go to Innisfree. And a small cabin built there, a small cabin, he will build himself of clay and wattles made. Wattles means the small, twisted sticks that makes fence, and for using fence we may use that wattles. With that, with own made this cabin, small cabin he will make and stay there. 9 bean rows will I have there. Bean rows, for having a natural diet also, he will cook his own food with the beans that he will lay in front of that island land. I have there a hive for a honeybee, and with the beans I have lots of natural honey to have, and therefore this will give me enough of that nutritious food in a natural form when I stay there in Innisfree, and live alone in the bee loud glade. Glade here, see here is clearing, open space, bee loud. Bees are making loud sound, and that is only sound of nature that he sees in this place whole of the island where he wants to go in Innisfree. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the vales of the morning to where the cricket sings. So total silence comes at a very slow pace, because this you see that the crickets and all that makes chirping sound, or the birds also, they make sounds, and that disturbs the silence, but that's natural. And the morning cricket sings, their midnights all glimmer, and noon a purple glow. Noon is purple, the glimmer, that's a glimmer light. All glimmer means very little light is there, that is called glimmering night. And evenings full of linnet's wings. Evening, all the birds flying. So linnets here, linnet's wings are said to be, seen in the sky. So here, linnets give us the linnet's wings are there. That only part of that. So we'll call it synecdoche over here. That will make you write the figure of speech later on. Then I'll tell you. So here, in the evening he sees only the wings of the this linnets which are flying in the sky, moving to their home. I will arise and go now for always a night and day. So I'll arise, now wake up and go now for always night and day. I hear the lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore. Natural form. Island is there. There's natural form of atmosphere. The water that's lapping and moving to the shore, making that sound. That also you will enjoy over there. When I stand on the roadway or on the pavement's grey, I hear it in the deep hard score. So touching, these lines, the description of the natural environment, how it gives a feeling of touch to the heart. In a materialistic world which we live in, the towns and cities, a lot of many sounds that are made by the gadgets and the automation and automotive vehicles, or things which are mechanical, they disturb your brain and mind and hurts your heart. Here the heart score is being in the heart's core, the sound of this nature is heard, the lapping of water and the linnets, this cricket's sound and all this. This gives the poet a natural ambient in which he wants to live, and that is the main theme of always this nature poems. Nature poets are always talking of nature, moving more towards nature than this materialistic living which we do most of the time, or in our surroundings we see. Here this poem, not very hard words are there, but nicely gives us the poet's intention to move to Innisfree, where the lake isles are there, and this island which he as a boy lived there gets a call from nature, as if where he's staying now, and he goes there and he experiences the things of nature over there, and he tells us about it. That is the main theme of the poem. Now going to the figures of speech, there is alliteration in the third line, a hive and a honeybee. Then there is again repetition of the word peace in the fifth line after the fourth is over. Okay, then that is also in the sixth line, veils of morning. Veil, metaphor and personification. Veils of the morning. Veils are its metaphor and also personification. The next line, that is seventh, is also having alliteration, glimmer and glow, GG sound repeating. Then as I told you, linnet swings in the next line. Eighth line, that is synecdoche. Then again in the 10th line, there is alliteration, sounds and show, S sound is repeated. And then approach. Okay, that much figures of speech are okay. So with this we complete the Lake Isles of Innisfree as a poem, and we will see that another poem which is there, which is the last of this test which is going to be conducted. But before that, complete this question answers from this textbook also, and see the figures of speech will be part of your test paper. See you in the next class.